Week 2 NFL predictions. I've got Jets versus the Patriots. I've got the Patriots winning 21-14. The reason I say that is, though they both had strong weeks and pulled off the victories at the last second, I see Tom Brady hitting Amendola a lot in this game, and that's going to give them the edge. Next, I have the Rams and the Falcons. I see the Falcons pulling this one off 28-10. I see a strong game from Matt Ryan, and I'm going to go ahead and say that the Falcons win this one. Next, we have the Browns and the Ravens. I have the Ravens winning this one 31-7. I mean, come on, it's the Browns. They didn't show very promising stuff in week 1. The Ravens might have gotten beat hard too, but at least they played a good team. So I'm going to go ahead and give the Ravens this one in a big victory. Next, we have the Panthers and the Bills. I'm going to give the Panthers this one. They both played good games, but I see the Panthers pulling this one off with a 24-17 victory. Next is the Vikings and the Bears. I'm going to give this one to the Bears, winning it 28-21. It's going to be a touchdown game, I'm saying. Next, Redskins versus the Packers. I'm going to give this one to the Packers. Both teams, played good. The Packers played better in the first week. The Redskins were down by a lot and came back, but I don't see them doing that. Same deal versus the Packers. I'm going to give this one to the Packers, 34-28. Next, the Titans versus the Texans. I think this one goes without saying. I'm going to go with the Texans, 31-14. They're the better team in this one, and I don't see the Titans even coming close to beating them. Next, I have the Dolphins versus the Colts. I'm going to give this one to the Colts, 28-14. It's going to be a good game, but I see a good game, better game for the Colts. Next, we have the Cowboys versus the Chiefs, and unlike back in the Old West, the Cowboys aren't going to pull this one off. I'm going to give it to the Chiefs, 34-21, and that's going to be how that one ends. Next, Chargers versus the Eagles. I'm going to go with the Eagles in this one, 21-17. They showed outstanding stuff in the first week. They slowed down a bit in the second half, but they pulled through it and won the game, so I'm going to give it to them. Next, I've got the Lions and the Cardinals. I've got the Lions winning this one 28-14, 2 touchdowns. Cardinals didn't show much. They played the Rams, not a very good game. I mean, they both kind of suck, so. And the Lions had a great week 1, so I'm going to go ahead and give them the win. Saints versus the Buccaneers. I'm going to go ahead and give the Saints this one 34-21. It's going to be a good game to watch if you get it. Saints are going to go out and they're going to handle their business, and I think they're going to win this one. Next, I have the Broncos versus the Giants. I have the Broncos winning this one 38-24. Eli Manning didn't show too much in week 1 through 3 interceptions. One in the first play of the game. Didn't look too promising. Though he had a lot of yards after that, he always does. Doesn't mean he's going to win. He gets the yards, but doesn't get the touchdowns. That's his problem. Peyton Manning, he throws about 300 yards a game most of the time. I mean, that's what he did a lot last season. So I'm going to go ahead and give it to him, especially after the week he is coming off and the whole Broncos team is coming off. It's going to be a good game to watch. Next, 49ers versus Seahawks. I'm going to give this one to the 49ers, 28-21. It's going to be a close game. I just don't think Russell Wilson has what it takes this week to pull this win off. After what we saw with Colin Kaepernick, he played very well in week 1, and I think he's going to do pretty close to the same thing. Not quite 400 yards, but he's going to throw it, and he's going to get the touchdowns they need to pull this one off. And last but not least, I have the Steelers versus the Bengals. I'm going to give this one to the Bengals 21-7. I know it's a rivalry game, and the Steelers will try to hang in there, but I don't think they have what it takes right now. They lost some players during the offseason, and it's just not the same Steelers team we've seen in the past. I mean, they came off of a bad season last year, and I'm just going to go ahead and say the Bengals win this one. So, thank you, and we'll see what happens.